We are now in the middle of the holiday of Sukkot. On Sukkot, we go out from our dwellings, our permanent dwellings, and dwell as much as we can, whether it be eating, whether it be sleeping, in our sukkos, in our temporary dwellings. It's interesting that on Sukkot, we have this phenomena of leaving, all the Jewish people leaving their houses and going into the sukkah. In the traditional paragraph that we read before the prayer of Musaf, during the Yontiv davening, we say 3 paragraphs, what is called Ka'eli. The third paragraph is representative of Sukkot. The wording there, specifically referring to Sukkot, is Adain Tzavakos, Beroiv Pelois, Chiber Kol Eholoi. Master of all the legions, meaning Hashem, with great wonderment, has combined his entire tent. What does this mean? He has attached his entire tent. What does that have to do with Sukkot? So the obvious reference is the tent. We go out from our permanent dwellings and we dwell in a tent, in the sukkah. But it's more than that. Sfas Emes explains that the 4 species that we take on Sukkot to fulfill the mitzvah of Lulav, Esrog, Hashana, Aravos, we combine the 4 species to perform the mitzvah. Each species represents a different part of the Jewish people. Every species has its own characteristics, just like every group of the Jewish people, every type of Jew, although he's a different type, is combined into one unit, the Klal Yisrael, the Jewish people. This is very important, he says, is because in order for us to achieve the love of Hashem, we must first be one unit. In Yirmiyahu, it says, Zacharti la chesed nurayich ahavas kilulu sayich. I remember the kindness that you did to me when you were young, the love of, and the wording is kilulu sayich. So some translate that as meaning as a type of love, specifically referring to the love that the Jewish people exhibited to Hashem to go into the desert, a place where there was no water, no food, totally relying on Hashem. Sfas Emes understands Kilulu Sayich coming from the language of Klal, the entirety of the Jewish people, the unit of the Jewish people. And he says the only way Hashem remembers the acts that we performed going out into the desert and relying on Hashem and the faith we had in Hashem is when we become one unit. And that is what we're doing, that is what we're symbolizing when we bring the 4 species together, that the Jewish people, no matter what characteristics we have, are all one unit, no matter who we are, as long as we're Jews. This is also exhibited when we dance in a circle. When we do Hashanas in a circle, the custom is that throughout the days of Sukkot, we say Hashanas. We hold the Lulav and Esrog, and we walk around in a circle throughout, through the shul or wherever we daven, and we walk in a circle. Again, we're trying to show our oneness, how we're one unit. Also on Simchas Torah, we dance with the Torah in a circle together to show that we're one unit. And that is what the 3rd paragraph of Ko'eli, that customary paragraph that we say before Musaf, means. Chiber Kol Eholoi. Hashem combines his entire tent, meaning that when we go out from our physical dwellings and go and live in our temporary dwellings, in our sukkahs, we are showing that we're really under the same roof. Kol ha'ezrach b'Yisrael yeshu b'sukkos, the verse says. All of the guests of the people will live in the sukkah. Bnei Yisrael will live in the sukkah, meaning that when we leave our permanent dwellings, where we have solid walls between us, between the Jewish people, and we go out into the temporal dwelling of the sukkah, we are all in effect sitting under the same roof. And we're showing how we are all together and we rely on Hashem. And that is the work, that is what we should accomplish during the festival of Sukkot. And that is what culminates with Simchas Torah, when we dance to the Torah together around in a circle, and again is representative of the four species, the four different groups of the Jewish people coming together, and that is a very significant part of the succos and Simchas Torah meaning. Just wanted to end off with a question, somewhat related to what we just spoke about. The text of what we say when we go around in a circle carrying the lulav and esrog, the four species, is that we constantly say Hoshana, which means please save. Very interesting language, because usually we say Hoshienu, save us, Hoshieni, save me. We have some type of conjugation which shows what object we're trying to save, us, them. But on Sukkos we say Hoshana, simply please save. Why don't we refer to an object? Why don't we say Hoshienu? Hoshienu leman choberena Hoshenu. Please save us, our Creator, please save us. Why do we say please save, without referring to a specific object? Have a good Yom Tov.